Hello, everyone. Look where I am. Yep, it's me again. I'm back in the movie theater. Gosh, I haven't been in this place since the last Marvel movie that I went to see, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. If you remember correctly, and I'm willing to bet you do, I did not enjoy my experience with that movie. And I watched it again after the fact. Still didn't like it. And the one thing I said was, please, for the love of God, do not ruin the Ant-Man franchise for me. Now, that being said, from what I could gather, the reviews for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania don't sound good. And I'd be lying if I'd say I wasn't nervous. But if I remember correctly, I do remember a lot of positive reviews for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Ended up not liking it, and still a lot of people were treating it very positively, except for me. So maybe me and the critics are on the opposite side of the spectrum on this one. Again, I don't know. I hope. I love the Ant-Man character, especially the one from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I loved both movies, and I loved his inclusion in Avengers Endgame. I just really hope they don't ruin my boy Ant-Man, because if they do, I might actually seriously consider to just drop from the MCU at that point. Maybe just Guardians 3 is the last hurrah. But yeah. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, the movie's about to start. I'd better get my butt in the theater hall and find my seat so I can enjoy the movie without missing a single second of it. Goodbye for now. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I love this movie. I love this movie to death. I don't know what people were talking about, saying that it has the worst critic rating of any movie since, I don't know, whatever. It's amazing. I love it. The smile on my face is not going away the whole week. It feels good. It feels good to come out of a Marvel movie feeling like this. It's been a while. It has been a while. I mean, I'm not gonna say that Phase 4 has been terrible. There have been some great ones. While the credits were rolling, I really I looked up the list. Obviously, elephant in the room, Spider-Man No Way Home was great. I loved it. And really, for a long time, that and Shang-Chi really, or Shang-Chi, I think it's pronounced Shang-Chi. I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but those were the last great Marvel projects, in my opinion. Eternals was trash. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I did not like Eternals. The end credits were better than the whole movie. Not the post-credit scene. The end credits of Eternals, the actual, where the names of the people associated with the movie. That was a better story than the movie itself. I'm being serious here. And then I will say I liked Multiverse of Madness and Thor: Love and Thunder, but I didn't love them. They were good. They were not Marvel good. They were good, not great. This movie, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, is great. I loved it. I was a little nervous. I was trepidatious going into it, but I guess maybe just having low expectations really helped, because I enjoyed it. I honestly don't know if I like this movie better than the first one or not. And I know I said that about the second movie and the first Ant-Man and the Wasp. Thinking about it, I think Ant-Man and the Wasp is not as good as the first one. I still like it though. But this one, I really legitimately don't know if it's better than the first one. Maybe if I'll get a few hours to mull it over, sleep on it maybe, and get some time to think, I will come to my senses and realize that the first movie is just cannot be beaten, but this movie is really good. I love it. The quantum realm, first of all, The quantum realm itself looks amazing. Beautiful, imaginative, creative. It really comes to life in a great way that I cannot express in words enough. I will say though, I want more from the quantum realm. Doesn't look like we're going back to it, but you can literally make an entire Disney Plus series just based on the quantum realm. There are a lot of characters in there, some of which were featured in the trailers, but a lot of characters in the quantum realm that I wish we get to see more of. Not necessarily just I want to know the backstory. I don't really care about that. I just want to see those characters again on screen, just existing. That's really all I care about. And there's a lot of really interesting storylines you can have in that sort of a place. Ant-Man himself, still the same character somehow. Like, the consistency in that character did not miss a beat, no matter which movie he's in. Same thing goes for all the other characters, like Hope Van Dyne, Janet Van Dyne, and Hank Pym. The new character in Cassie, and I say new because she's not really new, but she's kind of is. She's really good. I'm really liking her, and I love her dynamic with Paul Rudd's character, Scott Lang. They have really great father-daughter chemistry together, and seeing them on screen was magic. And yeah, I would definitely watch another Ant-Man movie with those two characters front and center. Definitely. Now, another elephant in the room, Kang the Conqueror. And yes, he is referred to as Kang the Conqueror in this movie. He's great. Jonathan Majors is amazing as this character. Perfect casting. And you know what? He's not at all the same character that he was in Loki, and yet somehow he is. I don't really know how to explain it. I mean, he's definitely playing the same character narratively, but just gives out a completely different performance from that character, which, gotta be honest, wasn't the biggest fan of him in Loki. And the transformation that he does from that character to this character is like stunning. So yeah, Marvel definitely knew what they were doing when they cast him as King the Conqueror, the sort of new Thanos of the next couple of phases in the Marvel universe. I suppose Phase 4 didn't really have much going for it. I suppose it was sort of an awkward teenage phase, an intermediate phase, and now Phase 5, starting off with this thing right here, is off to a great start. Now, minor teensy-weensy spoiler, which was featured in the trailer, MODOK. Again, it was featured in the trailer, so don't come at me. I'm not gonna say too much about MODOK to not give anything away, but he's great, and I loved him. And they actually took MODOK and made him an enjoyable character that's both funny, MCU level funny, and menacing. Like, they actually make this ridiculous character look threatening, and I loved it. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I touched on all the points that I wanted to touch on. Marvel's back, baby, and I'm definitely excited for Guardians, which is in 3 months, I think. Yeah, Guardians Volume 3. Can't wait for that one. Again, if they keep the level of consistency that they did with this one, as opposed to Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now, final note to end up on. There are 2 post-credit scenes. Okay? And I definitely recommend sticking around for both of them, especially the second one. Now, because Jonathan Majors debuted his character in Loki, is Loki, the first season, required viewing? I'm gonna say yes, it is, but just don't prioritize it too much if you weren't already planning to, and if you haven't already seen it. That's really all I can say. I mean, you can watch this movie without having to watch the Loki series, but the Loki series does help. That's all I'm going to say for now. So, but I mean, again, look, we're talking about me here. I watch everything that Marvel does, so take that with a grain of salt. Anyways, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, great movie, great kickoff for Phase 5, and I can't wait to see more in this phase. I'll leave you with that as my final thoughts, and I will see you in the next Marvel movie. Or maybe I'll find another movie to watch before Guardians. I'm starting to really get my feet back into the movie watching review sphere. So hope it works out for me as well as it did a couple of years ago before the world went to hell. So thank you for watching, and goodbye for now. Hi there. Thank you for watching the video. And if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. I'll see you next time.